Did you know that if you are using Meta's ad platform to send traffic to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube, really anywhere, it doesn't even have to be music platforms, you can take all of those people that you sort of pull into your funnel with your ads, and you can retarget them to get them to follow you on Instagram so you have their attention built in for the long term. Let me show you how to do it. So starting in Meta's ad platform, we are going to jump off in the audience manager. Now you can see I already have a few audiences built in here. The ones I'm going to teach you how to build are this Instagram 365 audience and this followers IG Instagram audience. So to build each of these, we're going to go to the top left and click create audience. We're going to go to custom audience. Under meta sources here, we are going to select Instagram account and go next. So odds are you probably only have one Instagram account in your business portfolio. If you have more than one, then make sure you have your account selected. And then you're going to keep this drop down the same. Everyone who engaged with this professional account. And you're going to keep the audience retention period to 365 days, which is the last year. And then we're going to give this audience a name. We're going to call it something like Instagram. If I can spell Instagram 365. This is just a little heads up display that tells me exactly what's in the audience without me having to dig into the details. And after that, you'll click create audience. Okay, so now you have this Instagram 365 audience and it will populate. Once you've done that, we're going to create a follower audience. So we're going to go to the blue create audience button again and select custom audience. And then we're going to go to meta sources again, and we're going to go to Instagram account again, and we're going to select next. So once again, we have our Instagram account selected from the top drop down here, but then we want to go to the event drop down and change this to the first option, accounts center accounts who started following this professional account. And then we're going to name this. Give it the same name that I used before, followers IG. Again, this just lets me know what's in it. And after that, we'll select create audience. Okay, so now we have these two audiences, Instagram 365, everybody who is engaged with my Instagram content over the past 365 days, including every single ad I've run. So I don't have to create an audience that dumps all of these videos into an audience and then I have to keep filling it with videos. And every time I add a video, I update it and stuff like that. You can do that, but you don't have to do that. That's really good for like a very, very specific use case, but I'm trying to catch everybody. So this includes all those people. And then we have followers IG, everyone who currently follows me. If they decide to unfollow, they'll be automatically removed. Okay, so now we have these two audiences. Let me show you how to use them. Okay, to use these audiences, we're going to create an Instagram follower campaign. That's the goal here. So we're going to go to that green create button, and then we're going to select our campaign type. Now, of these 6 campaign types, the one we're looking for is traffic. And under traffic, you can see it has Instagram profile visits listed as one of the options. That's what we're looking for. So once we've done that, we'll click continue. Now, I like to use the manual campaign option, so I'm going to select that and go continue again. Now, I'm not going to walk you through every single detail of this campaign. The biggest thing we want to look at is how to structure our audience targeting at the ad set level. So here at the campaign level, I'm just going to leave the name the same. I'm going to turn on Advantage Campaign Budget because that is how I like to run my campaigns. And then I'm going to go next. I'm just going to leave the budget the same. And here at the ad set level, we're going to leave the ad set name the same. And then I'm going to change this conversion location here to Instagram or Facebook, send traffic to an Instagram profile, Facebook page, or both. So here under performance goal, I want to maximize the number of Instagram profile visits. Now you can see I can select one or both here. So I could theoretically select both my Instagram profile and my Facebook page. And maybe we'll cover that in a different video where we create audiences for Facebook too. But for this time around, we're just going to select our Instagram profile because that's where I want to send my traffic. So we're going to scroll down. I'm going to leave the start date where it is. I'm going to come to audience controls. Now, this is one of those instances where you can test the Advantage Plus audience thing, and it will potentially work quite well. But I like to have a little bit more control over my campaign. So I'm going to stick with this original audience option so that I can dial in the details and set sort of tighter parameters for my campaign. So here we're going to keep the location the same in the United States. I know that my audience tends to be 18 to about 44 on social platforms. It's 18 to 34 on Spotify, but I want to expand that out just a little bit. So now I've got the age set, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to custom audiences. I'm going to type in Instagram 365. I'm going to select this audience. So now I'm retargeting all of these people who have engaged with my content. And then I'm going to add an exclusion, and I'm going to type in followers. I'm going to select this IG audience. So now I have a setup that allows me to retarget everybody who is engaged with my Instagram content within the last year, but I am ignoring those people who already follow me. I'm trying to get followers here. I don't want to run ads to people who already follow me to get them to follow me. That makes no sense. That would be a huge waste of money. And honestly, because those people follow me, the ad platform is probably going to start with them when it comes to showing the ads to anybody. So by default, I want to remove those people off of the table of options so that we're only looking at people who know I exist but have not chosen to follow me. And then to take advantage of Meta's ad platform a little bit, I'm going to leave this Advantage Custom Audience box checked. This says reach people beyond your custom audience when it's likely to improve performance. So I'm going to rely on the ad platform's knowledge about the entire platform's user base here and hopefully get better results as a result. I didn't really plan that sentence very well. This is sort of like a microcosm of what you can do inside of the Advantage Plus audience option. So it's going to look outside of your age range. It's going to look outside of any genders. Like if you're just trying to get women to follow you or men to follow you, if you do any of that inside of the Advantage Plus audience, it's going to look outside of everything. This allows me to stipulate the age and then sort of look outside of my custom audiences only. So I get a little bit more granular control, which is something that I like. Now from here, the last thing we want to look at is placements. So I'm going to go down to Advantage Plus placements and I'm going to select edit and I'm going to go to manual placements. I want these ads to show on Instagram because I want people to go to my profile on Instagram because I want them to follow me on Instagram. So I want to remove all of the other options that I don't want to use. So I'm going to come down here and deselect Facebook. And then I'm going to leave on probably Instagram feed, and then Instagram Explore, Instagram Stories, Instagram Reels. I'm going to turn off profile Reels, and then I will keep on search results. So I like that. Now, the audience size when you first do this, because it's custom audiences, is probably going to scare you and say that nobody's going to see your ad. This says estimated audience size fewer than 1,000 people. I think for a second ago it said between 1,000 and a couple thousand. It's going to fill up with people, especially if you have that Advantage Plus custom audience box checked. It's going to start small and then it's going to move outside of that to generate better results for you. So don't be alarmed. This will populate over time and the number will increase over time, especially if you've been running ads before. As that audience sort of fills up, once it fills up in the audience manager, that will get a lot more people in it and this will go a lot more broad and your results will be much better. Now that we've done that, we can go to the ad level. Now here at the ad level, what I generally like to do is use existing content. So I'm going to give you a small example of that. So I'm going to go to under the ad setup, use existing post. And then I'm going to come down here and select a post. I have all of my Instagram posts here. I'm going to select just this one that I just recently posted. And then I'm going to leave the text as it is. I can add, AI text here. I can add other text options. Like I can do this and say, follow me on Instagram. Hooray. Really, this is your opportunity to sort of find your own voice and test things, try things, see what works for you. You want to be personable and authentic. I can't tell you what to write here. You have to figure that out. And then after that, you make sure that your visit Instagram profile call to action is on here, and that's it. So now you have your ad set up. You can come through here and sort of peruse through the details of what the placements will look like once that's set up. But this is the nuts and bolts of the whole thing for how to set this up at the campaign ad set and ad level. Okay, so there you go. Super simple process for taking everybody who's engaged with your Instagram content, including all the people that have seen your ads over the last year, and then retargeting them to get them to follow you on Instagram. This is a foolproof way. I've done this in my accounts. I've done this for a ton of artists and their accounts. Like this works every time. You may have to tweak some things, especially the awareness level stuff. If you're not currently running ads and you're not generating a lot of top of funnel traffic, either from ads or from just organic posting, then you definitely want to make sure you're reaching a lot of people to sort of fill the hopper with options, so to speak. So if you're not running ads, maybe think about running some awareness ads or be running ads to Spotify and Apple Music and all that, or just post a lot of really engaging, great organic content and get people to follow you that way. So if you have enough people that you're reaching on a daily basis and annual basis, because that's the audience, then this will work. And this is something you can run in the background for a long time, and you can see those numbers grow on Instagram for your profile. Okay, so that's it for this one. If you enjoyed this video and you want to go deeper with ideas and topics just like this every single week, then I hope you'll subscribe to my newsletter, The One Thing. Every Tuesday, I send out one thing to help you succeed as an independent artist and content creator. So if you do want to subscribe to that, I'll leave a link to do so in the description of this video. And as always, thank you for watching. and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.